Perfect. All right. So I will get started, and if anyone else jumps on along the way, they'll be able to catch up. I'm also recording the webinar, so I will send that out so that you can watch it back later on as well in case you miss anything. But I hope you have a pen and paper handy just in case there's any notes you'd like to take. And I would like to welcome you. Thank you so much for joining me in this webinar tonight and for me to demonstrate with you a few of my favorite super simple cleaning recipes that I'm making on a weekly basis. They're super cost effective, time saving, efficient, and most importantly, green. So we've got no toxic chemicals that are in there. I'm going to touch on why that's a little bit important first, and then we'll jump in and do some demos. So, living a low tox lifestyle and using the essential oils to support that. So, what is low tox living, first of all, because it seems to be a bit of a fad and that is talked about and thrown around a fair bit lately. So, low tox living or low toxic living is making an active choice to reduce, minimize, eliminate as many of the unknown chemicals in our everyday products as much as possible. So, creating a lifestyle that is free or minimized as much as possible the chemicals. You're creating that safe, clean environment around your home, your office, and wherever possible for you. Because of course there are going to be so many places and areas that you can't avoid them. So most of those can be environmental and a whole range of other places, and there's obviously you can't control that. So the idea is that you're able to control what you can, and it's choosing to live simply. So a big part of what we found once we started using essential oils and making our own cleaning products and things like that was just a much simpler lifestyle. Simpler in the products that we purchased. We weren't spending as much time at the shops, all of those kinds of things as well. There's so many aisles that we skip at the shops now altogether. It's just quite simply heading around the outside. And it's quite simply, again, just choosing natural, safe options to use in your home. So that can start with cleaning products. I love the DIY cleaning product side of it, but then that leads into other areas of the lifestyle as well. So we're using essential oils for creating all our own personal care products, bathroom products, our cleaning, immune support, first aid kit, washing detergents, liquids, all that kind of thing, dishwashing tablets, a whole range of stuff. So I have a little Bible that I use, a book which I can share with you as well if you get started using the oils. And we quite literally, any ailment or issue or thing that we want to, that we need to buy or purchase or stock up on in the home, or I guess opt to heal in the home, we're straight into that book, looking up the recipes, checking out what we can use and doing a bit of research on how we can support that naturally. So it's really fun. It's exciting once you get playing with it as well. So what are toxins? So toxins are anything that cause damage or disruption to your body's homeostasis. So the homeostasis is that happy place in the body where everything is running smoothly, the digestive system, hormones, everything, the whole body, physically, internally, physically, emotionally, mentally, all of those things are just working nicely together. Now, any kind of toxins could include things like external things, so your any kind of molds, chemicals, personal care products, the cleaning products, any environmental exposures. And then you've got internal toxins such as food, your genetics, mood, and thoughts. And usually it's a combination of all of these where a chaos starts within the body. And it's not, and we can put it down to, oh, I'm just stressed, or is this going on, or this going on. And it's not until it becomes a real presentable issue that we can't deal with anymore that we tend to look for the help and support. And by that time, it's quite a long process of problem solving to backtrack and find what's actually gone wrong along the lines. So, oh, I'm going backwards. Okay, give me a second. Am I just pressing the wrong button? Yeah. I'm new to the whole tech thing. So why going low tox is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make for your family. And so on top of the reasons I've just mentioned, basically toxins can cause disruption and damage to any and all parts of your body functions for you and your family as well. For your children that are being exposed to it from such an early age, or from your unborn children that are being exposed to it as well. So toxins can affect things like fertility, pain, inflammation in the body, disrupting to hormones, chronic illness, learning disabilities and defects in children and babies, and simple things like moods, hungers, metabolism, libido. All of these kinds of things play a role, these kinds of toxins play a role in our body. So the body is a whole integrated system, and we really need to view it that way. So as I mentioned before, when things start to go wrong, it can be quite challenging to problem solve and backtrack to find where it actually happened when you look at all of these kinds of issues that toxins can have on the body. So how the toxins affect us as such is that our body doesn't recognize the product. So toxins can show up in, when it comes to cleaning products and personal care products, fragrance, anything with fragrance on it. There's a whole range of other chemicals, but that's generally a hidden one. And any company can hide whatever they want within that label of fragrance. So there could be thousands of chemicals that they have created and put together to create that fragrance. And that can be that they don't actually have to declare. They can be really toxic chemicals that are being hidden in as fragrance. So your spray and wipes, your face washes, all these kinds of products that you're using on a daily basis. So, and our body doesn't recognize them. So those chemical compounds, the body doesn't recognize it. It can't utilize it, absorb it. It can't excrete it where it needs to. So the body doesn't know what to do with it. And then it leaks into the bloodstream. And that's when we can have things like where it's going to start to present as inflammation and all other kinds of issues within the body. So fun facts I've got there, of 10,000 chemicals, of the 10,000 chemicals found in our personal care products, shampoos, conditioners, face washes, serums, all that kind of stuff, only 10% have actually been proven for safe use. So 80% of those haven't actually been proven safe. And I guess they have the innocent until proven guilty kind of situation going on. So until they're actually proven guilty, and to prove guilty, 80,000 various chemicals, it's time consuming, it's expensive, people aren't doing it. So quite simply, those chemicals are going to remain in our products, unfortunately. I do recommend, while I'm on the topic as well, that for any of you that are interested, jump on and watch the movie Stink. It is on Netflix. It's a game changer. It will change your mentality of how you view all things chemically related in everything. So just a little, a few dot points under there that you should be able to see on the screen as well is ways that we use, that me, my husband and I use the essential oils around our home, and also our children as well. They're always choosing to use them. So we use them in our cooking, for flavouring, for digestive support, hair and skincare, immune support. We're always using that. You might have heard my little boy cough just before. So he's all lathered up in some On Guard and Easy Air. We've got all your household cleaning products. So we make our own toilet cleaners, floors, dishwashing tablets, any neck, head tension. So instead of any kind of Panadols and deep heats and things like that, we opt for natural versions of those. Season and environmental discomfort, so your sneezes, your hay fevers, personal care products, so toothpaste, make my own toothpaste, mouthwash, body washes, shampoos, face serums, all of that. And when I don't have time to DIY some of those things, or I haven't found a really good recipe that we're using yet, then doTERRA themselves have some really great ready to go low toxic products as well. So they're a great option for those who don't love the DIY stuff. We use them as air fresheners, perfumes, so I only use these as perfumes now. Fragrance is found in most, obviously all perfumes, and there's not really too many of them that are actually made out of natural products. So if you do find a good one, then stick with it. But otherwise, we're using the essential oils for as a perfume, as well as the emotional and physical support that we're getting from those particular oils as well. Air fresheners support energy, focus, and motivation. We use them a lot for that. And then, so usually I'm choosing my perfume based on what emotion I need. For enhancing sleep, we've always got the diffusers running, our first aid kit, and for moods and emotions. So, I'm going backwards again. I've just figured out how I'm doing that. So how to live a low tox lifestyle. So you've got a few options of how you can do that. And basically you want to actively choose natural and organic personal care products. They can be costly. So sometimes opting for simple DIY solutions is going to be a go-to, and you can do a bit of both. This is also, if you check the EWG, Environmental Working Group, they have an app that rates products on a safety level of toxicity. So all of the doTERRA products are on a level of 1 or 2. So you always want to go look for products that basically are on a level 1 and 2. So jump on, have a look at that app, download that app, it's free. And if you're looking for natural sunscreens and things like that, you can actually just look up products and it will give you brands and products and their toxicity rating. So it's really cool. And of course, you do it to yourself. You can do it yourself. You can save dollars doing it. I love having a play and mix with all of that kind of thing as well. So we're doing our own washing powders, for house cleaners, spray wipes, dishwashing tablets, face serums, anti-aging products, immune support, first aid stuff, and body washes, all that kind of stuff. So there are some amazing resources as well once you start diving in and playing. doTERRA themselves do have a DIY blog, which is really awesome. And for any newbies that get kitted up with the oils, with my support as well, I do loads of ebooks. And for all of you, I'll also send you out a green cleaning ebook that I've created as well. And I'm always here for support to help ensure that you're using your oils and using them the way you want to use them to support you and your family's health. And also we've got some Facebook groups and other really cool resources to make sure you have that support. So eliminating toxins, how do we go about it? So I've got some really basic products that we use for doing that, and adding the essential oils into that. So the reason for that is that they do have some very powerful constituents, so chemical components within the oils that will actually support the body, but also they're antibacterial, antiseptic, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, all these different kinds of benefits that are actually made up within the oils. So that is going to give you that cleaning, I guess, extra cleaning. It's going to kill off the bad bacteria, but it's not going to kill the good bacteria. So when you're purchasing spray and wipes, it kills everything. So those chemicals are just killing everything, all the good, all the bad, all bacteria basically, and leaving you with a chemical residue that the body's absorbing. Using the essential oils will help kill off bad bacteria. So it's like extracting the plant's fight or flight response. So it's going to help to fight off bad bacteria, but it's going to help support the good bacteria as well. So you won't be killing off everything, which is good, because if everything is too sterile, then we don't support and build up our own immunity to those kinds of things as well. Different oils have different cleansing properties. So it's always, I guess, a bit of fun part of it, but there's loads of really easy resources to find out what is good for what. So homemade cleaning solutions. I am going to share with you basically a couple of recipes that I do. So all I use for all of my cleaning products is white vinegar, baking soda, salt, which I use in the washing stuff, so I didn't need it for this recipe. Castile soap, and there's one I haven't listed on there as well, which is citric acid. So you can buy that in the cooking aisle. Cool. So Cleaning pods. I'm going to start with the cleaning pods. Also, if you have any questions along the way, jot them down. I will have a questions. I'll open up for questions at the end as well, so you can ask any questions that you like. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. I did say an hour, so I'm trying to keep it short and sweet. So I will open it up for questions at the end, and you'll also be able to reach out and ask any personal questions as well that you would like to. So let's jump in. Cleaning toilet cleaning pods. Now these I make regularly. They're great because you can just make up a really big batch of them. If I run out of dishwashing tablets, I will use one of these in my dishwasher. So I'll grab one of the toilet cleaning pods and chuck it in the dishwasher to clean my dishes. So if you're comfortable using your current toilet cleaning products in your dishwasher on plates that you're going to eat off, then go for it. Keep using it. It must be really good toilet cleaning items. But if not, then have a listen in, because this is great. I'm going to use, quite simply, a cup of bicarb soda. So that just goes straight in there. And I can use all my kitchen stuff to make it, because there's nothing harmful in it as well, which is really cool. I'm not having to have whole separate buckets and things like that. Use 1/4 cup of the citric acid. Straight in there like that. Yeah, must have got some moisture in there. Cool. And then I've got a tablespoon of the Castile soap. So that one just goes straight in there. And I'm just going to mix it up. Give me 2 seconds. I'll grab my fork. Out of reach there. Cool. So I'm just going to mix that up, if you see, with my fork, and you'll hear it kind of fizzling. So which is the citric acid in there, just fizzling away. Now, Castile soap, if anyone's wondering, so I get asked this a lot, you can buy just down at the health food shop, and it's a vegetable oil. Basically, it's made out of various oils. Natural oils, so vegetable oils, coconut oils, things like that. It's a combination of oils to make that soap. I use the Dr. Bronner's unscented baby one. So there we go. And then you're just going to add whichever oils that you would like. So I've got the purifying blend on there, which is this one here. And this one comes in the Nature Solutions kit, which I'll show you at the end as well. But quite often I will use On Guard. So On Guard is the protective blend, and it's a combination of clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and there's something else in it that I'm forgetting. Oh, wild orange. And so use anywhere from 10 to 15 drops in there. And you're just going to mix that around. So that, if you can imagine, anyone that's done much cleaning will know that clove is really good for mold and cleaning anything. So that On Guard is going to be really great for spot cleaning any mold. You can use it directly onto anything like that. I'll also use that in my spray and wipe as well. So when my spray and wipe that I use for my bench is going to be the same recipe I use for cleaning my windows, for cleaning the bathrooms, for cleaning the shower. Because I've used the On Guard oil in that, it's going to be great for getting scum and mold and things like that off the shower as well. If you've got some ones that are a bit, you haven't cleaned them for a while, I do have a few other recipes that are a little bit stronger as well. So, so I just use the On Guard for that one. And you could pick whichever other oil you like. If you really love that lemony kind of fresh smell in the toilet, you could use that. So now that it's just like sand, basically, really super soft sand. So you can pop that into molds now. So I used to pop it into pretty molds, and I just keep it in a glass jar in the bathroom. And it's great because if I need to, if I'm going to do some cleaning and pop them in, it's like a bath bomb. So I just yell out to the kids, yell out to Cody, if you could go pop the toilet pods in, and he'll just go and pop one in each of the toilets. I'll let it fizzle out, and then I can come around and not wipe them out actually, just give them a scrub with the toilet brush, and they'll come up nice and clean. So I'll leave them maybe anywhere from 10, 20 minutes, and they'll just fizzle out and dissolve in the toilet. So as I said, I used to pop them in the silicone molds and they'll go firm. You just keep popping them down. They'll go firm and you can pop them out. But now generally I just do them into a bunch of little balls. So I just roll them into like little balls and pop them out on a plate. And then I put them in a glass, jar in the toilet. And I do that because it's a bit easier and it's a little more, even more time saving, and I'm always up for that. So if you can see, as I pop them down, they just expand, so they puff up. So you can just push them down a little. So in the foam molds, molds, they'll do that as well. So you can just firm them down like that. Done, easy. And so when they go hard, just like a bath bomb, again, you just pop it straight into the toilet. It'll fizzle out and clean up. Done, nice and easy. So that's one of the simple recipes that I will share with you now. And that's toilet cleaning pods. So I hope, if any, that's one that you go away and try, because it's super easy. Yeah, it's just great. That's all I've really got to say about it. So we've got glass and all-purpose spray. So like I said, I use this one for everything. So I started off with a few different bottles, one spray and wipe for the bench tops, one for the bathroom, a different one for the windows. And then as I was using it, I was like, why am I making up all of these? And so I would just make up the one bottle, and I use the same one for all of them. So you can do, if you're doing it for the windows, for glass, you could use slightly more vinegar. So this one's probably more glass, so you can go more vinegar to water. And if you're doing it for the bench tops, you can go a little bit less vinegar, because it doesn't, you're not so worried about the streaks, but otherwise. And so this, if you're using it in a, so 16 ounce, I think it's about the 500 ml bottle. And so I've got, this is only about a 300 one. So I'm going to fill that up with the vinegar. Beautiful. Vinegar. And this is great because if you run out of spray and wipe and you're not heading down to the shops, you've got everything you need there ready to go. So I fill that up about 3/4 of water, vinegar, sorry, and 1/4 of water. And then again, I just add whatever oils I would like. And generally I'm using citrus ones. If I know that I'm going to be using this one in the bathroom, then I will use the On Guard because of that clove. It's just going to really nail any kind of molds and things like that. Tea tree is another one that comes in the top 10 as well. So tea tree is another awesome one for cleaning. I use this one in my laundry quite a lot. And so for my spray and wipe, say I might stick with lemon. So I'm just going to add in 8 to 10 drops of the lemon. Beautiful. And the cleaning products are probably where is probably the most amount of drops that you would use. So generally when you're using the essential oils, less is more. So if you're using them for immune support and things like that, for example, On Guard, in a 10 ml roller bottle, I would only put 2 to 3 drops of On Guard, 1 drop of oregano, and top that up with fractionated coconut oil so it doesn't solidify. And that is going to be what I use to lather us all in when there's germs and bugs and things going around. So less is more when it comes to that. When you're using the cleaning products, depending on how grubby things are, you might need a little bit more, and also sometimes to override the scent. So if you're someone who does like that scent of cleaning products, then you might choose to use a little bit more of the essential oils, because that's some of the worst parts of it, of the cleaning products, is the fragrance in them. So then I'm just going to give that a wipe and spray it. I probably can't see that. So and that's my spray and wipe. It smells nice and fresh. That's literally what I'm going to use for cleaning everything. My spray and wipe done. Super easy. You can top that up anytime. So far, so good. So I thought I'd throw this one in there as well. So sticky messes. Lemon is something, lemon is one we use a lot. So I love to pop this in my water bottle, give it a good shake. It's going to help to support the liver with detoxification process, using it in bliss balls and things like that. But it's also really good for uplifting energy, things like that. So sticky messes. This one is going to be really good for getting stickers of things. So anyone that's got kids might find stickers everywhere. Or if you're a glass jar hoarder like me, getting the labels of those glass jars, and there's always that sticky bit left on it, the lemon essential oil will get that right off nice and easily. It's also really good for grease and grime. So those baking trays that you get all the oil left on the bottom, and you just, doesn't matter how much hot water you run over it, can't get out of it. The lemon is going to lift the grease straight out of those oily pots and pans. And also my hubby's a mechanic as well. So a drop of that on the hands to wash his hands, going to get all the grease and oil grime off his hands as well. The gardeners as well, I've got on there for the gardeners. So if you get tree sap on your hands and you can't get that sticky tree sap off, lemon. So anything sticky you can use lemon for as well. Now the carpet, I thought I'd throw this recipe in there as well. So I literally sprinkle this one over the carpets every, usually on a Saturday or Sunday morning before I vacuum it all up. Now this is just in an empty glass jar that I've got left over. I fill it up with baking soda and then add whatever oils I want. So especially for the bedrooms, I generally use lavender. And that is because it's got that beautiful calming blend. We have that in the diffuser in the kids' rooms overnight as well. So I pop some lavender in that, give it a good shake, sprinkle it over the carpets, leave them for an hour or so, come back over, vacuum it all up, and the carpet is just smelling nice and fresh. You could use whatever oils you prefer for the cleaning side of that as well. So like eucalyptus, lemon, all of those go really well. If you have a cockroach problem, cypress is a really good one as well, because that'll keep the cockroaches away. So that's a nice easy one. You can also do spot cleaners like with that bicarb soda and mix it into a bit of a paste. I've got a recipe for that somewhere as well, if you've got actual carpet stains too. So soap, foaming hand wash. This is another one of my favorites. So if you buy, I'll say put your hands up at the end, or if you're able to make comments on there, make a comment. Do you buy hand wash pumps or refillers to refill your hand wash pumps? One, those things are super expensive, and two, they are one of the most chemical laden. They are fragranced, heavily fragranced, so hidden, all kinds of chemicals are hidden in those, and you're using them multiple times a day. So the toxic buildup on those is huge. You're just overloading those toxins every day without even realizing it. How many times you tell the kids to go wash their hands before dinner and they're using them as well. So there's so many hidden chemicals in it. Such an easy one to do. And not to mention if you're not refilling them, or even if you are refilling them, the containers that you're buying to refill them all the time is huge, straight into the environment as well. So this is a foamy hand wash pump. So you can get those. doTERRA sell them for, I think they're about $3.50. They come in the Nature Solutions kit. But if you've already got the foamy hand wash pumps at your home, you can just reuse those. So I literally pop in the bottom of this a tablespoon of Castile soap. So I use the Castile soap for everything. That's about $30 for 946 ml. It's just under a litre. It's an odd amount, but anyway. And that lasts me ages. That's like probably 4 or 5 months, and I do my laundry washing liquid, everything out of that too. So easy. Now, then I'm just going to top that up with water. And whichever oils you like. So what should I use today? So my hubby loves peppermint. I'm not a big fan of the peppermint though, but sometimes we might pop some peppermint and tea tree, peppermint and lemon together, maybe some lavender, but we might go with On Guard. And I might go anywhere from 5 to 5. I've got 10 drops on there. That's being pretty generous. I usually might only use, say, 5 to 8 drops in one of these. And then give it a swirl. My house is going to be all unguarded up. That cinnamon and clovey smell. It's going to be nice and clean. And so then, if you see, there is your foamy hand wash. Done. Smells good. Beautiful. So that, as you can see, is super easy. Literally a tablespoon of Castile soap. If you've got kids that love washing their hands, or anyone loves washing their hands, you've got a low tox option, and they're quick, easy. You can refill it, and it's not costing you an absolute fortune. So I hope you thought that one was really cool, because that's like one of my favorite. I'm just topping those up all the time. So I hope you found that quite helpful. And I've just got on the screen just an example of a couple of the kits, because they are 20% off at the moment. So if you're interested in getting started with essential oils, you're not using them at the moment, and you'd like some more information on those or about how to use them. So I'm very all up for the support. So if you're like, yes, cool, I want some, I want to get started, and you get them, I'm going to go through how to use them all, get you all set up, ready to go, so that you don't get them and scared to use them, or they sit on the shelf unused. So I'm going to make sure that you are comfortable using them as well. So the Nature's Solutions kit, which is basically your one on that far side there, and that's you know what, I'm ready to go. This toxic stuff has got to get out of my home. I'm ready to go, overhaul, and this is going to give you everything you need to replace your first aid kit, all your cleaning products, all of that kind of stuff. And then we have got, sorry, I'm getting one little flashes up here. Then we have got so then we've got in the middle just there is the Home Essentials kit, and so that Nature Solutions down from $635 to $500, and that one is over $1,000 worth of value. It's going to be everything you need to overhaul. It's got your perfect sleep blends as well, so to help with sleep, menstrual and hormone support. It's got your Claricalm in there. Ice Blue is all those aches, pains, joints, muscles, all of that kind of stuff. So that's the way to go. Also, you've got the Home Essentials kit in the middle. So that's your top 10. It's going to give you everything you need to get started, and the diffuser as well. And then you've got your starter one on the end. It's a cost-efficient way to get started and get something in your home and get playing. They are the smaller 5 ml bottles of each. So the Home of the top 10. So the Home Essentials in the middle, you're getting 15 ml bottles, and same with the Natures. So those 50, you get 3 times the amount of oil for less than double the price, especially at the moment because it's 20% off. So you can see those prices there if you have a bit of an idea, but we can have a chat to you individually if you would like some more information on that as well. Now I'm just gonna, I put a little thing that's popped up here, so I'll click that off and then we'll go again. Yes, so we can have a little chat about those personally for you. So when you get some oils and get started, I've got some awesome resources to help you actually use them. And for all of you here, whether or not you're already using essential oils or not, and not sure or anything like that, I will give you the Green Cleaning Low Toxic DIY Essential Oils ebook. So that's all of these recipes plus a whole bunch more. All of my basic recipes I'm using every week. So super easy, efficient. I'm a busy mom as well. I love time, cost saving solutions that actually work as well. There's nothing worse than getting a whole bunch of natural products and spending a fortune and they don't work. So I will send each of you out my ebook. So if you don't get that tomorrow, flick me an email just in case, because I might be missing your email address out of it. So just make sure I've got your email address and I'll give you those. And if you do get started, there's loads of other resources that I'll help you with as well. Now, if you are looking to reach out to me, or you would like to follow anything I'm doing or chat personally, I've got a whole bunch of other issues. So I am also, so I'm a health coach, personal trainer, and specialize in women's health as well. So if you have anything else you would like information on, then do please reach out and we can have a chat specifically about you, for you. And so you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, my website, or also my email. So take a quick screenshot of that one, everyone. And then questions. So I'm just going to flick out of this screen so that I can see any questions from you. And I'll start the screen sharing. Okay, hello. Okay, so I've got on the chat here, I said, sorry, I didn't have the audio on, I can hear now. Sorry, thanks Kylie, good, I'm glad you didn't miss it. Perfect, sorry. Does anyone have any questions? Or you're all thinking, maybe? Oh, I must have been really thorough if you didn't have any questions for now. So, as I mentioned, there are some wonderful DIY resources and recipes to get started. But doTERRA do also have ready to go a range as well. So if you're looking for low toxic options, they've got like a cleaner concentrate, which is awesome for spot cleaning things, all of that. If you get started in using your oils, a really great way to start making the most of them is that they have a wonderful rewards program as well. So like your everyday rewards card with Woolies, except so with Woolies you spend $2,000 and you get, any takers? I can see everyone raising their hands, $10 off your next shop. With doTERRA, if you're using their rewards program and ordering there, then you will get about $450 worth of free stuff, which is amazing. So obviously it's a very generous reward system, and I found it most beneficial by moving over my spending. So if it was, so for me, I've probably seen the biggest, like financially beneficial after probably about 3 or so months, about 3 to 4 months. Definitely probably a 3-month mark where I wasn't getting those that big blowout shop once a month. So I wasn't getting that big shop where I'm stocking up on all my shampoos, conditioners, personal care products, my cleaning products, all of those kinds of things. I noticed that, by that 3-month mark, my weekly shops were consistent. I was spending the same amount. I'm just getting my meat and vegetables and fruits, obviously, just the essentials, and I wasn't having those blowout shops once a month. So just by moving your spending, so not necessarily spending a whole bunch more, although it does get really exciting. You might get carried away with some specialty oils. But by simply moving your spending from one place to another where you're being rewarded far better and making such better choices for yourself. So Kylie, I've been using them for the boys who are sick, except if I haven't done anything cleaning. Perfect. I would love to hear how you go. That's awesome, Kylie. So good. Oh, that's okay, Alicia. I'll send out all the recipes as well. So you'll get that. Cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I would love to hear from you individually if you do have any questions at all. I have recorded this, so I will try and put it up somewhere that you can find it again if you wanted to rewatch, or if you wanted to share with anyone. So please, more than anything, I just want people to have the opportunity to make better choices. So I think that's a really hard thing, that we sometimes don't know where to find the information or where to even start, because it can be so overwhelming. So for me, I'd love for you to just share it around so that everyone can make the most of nice, healthy, low toxic options and prevent all these really long-term, big chronic illnesses that hopefully we can start to, I guess, alleviate a little bit of them off. So perfect. Thank you, everyone. everyone. I'm so grateful to have you all here. And thanks, Kate, Leisha, shouts, Larissa as well. Thank you. And I will talk to you all soon.